What's up, guys? It's Toyhouze, and today I want to talk about how insane Phase 6 is for making gold. I have made nearly 1,600 gold just leveling to 60 on a fresh realm, no help from any of my other characters, new character, and I'm basically going to show you exactly how I did it, and I really think right now is the perfect time to start making gold, knowing that when we go to the Burning Crusade Classic, we can take all of our items in gold with us. That's great, and it gives us great incentive to start working on gold right now and professions and things like that. So the reason right now is such a great time to start farming and making gold also is because of how inflated prices are on the auction house. I mean, it is ridiculous. For example, I was leveling in the barrens and I was gathering light feathers, sending them over to my bank alt, and when I saw how much they were worth on the auction house, I was immediately like, all right, I'm going to have my mount at level 40. They were going for about 90 silver per light feather, and as you know, killing those plainstriders, you get tons of light feathers. So that's just one example of how crazy prices are right now, at least on Faralina, where I was leveling my Horde Priest. But basically, I want to go through some of my top money-making items that I've made on my journey to 60. What you should do if you also want to have a ton of gold when you hit level 60. I mean, I dinged 60, I hearthed to the Undercity, and I immediately went and bought my mount. I mean, my epic mount. It was awesome. I've never been able to do that before. With that said, let's dive into some of the items that are selling like hotcakes. All right, so this is my bean counter add-on, which is part of the auctioneer add-on, and I'm just going to show you guys some of the amazing items that have sold recently throughout these just 2 months that I've leveled from 1 to 60 and about the 1,600 gold that I've made. So first things first, recipes, schematics, patterns, those have all sold really well. So you can see here the limited invulnerability potion netted me a good 16 gold. And I actually purchased this for 1 gold. So this is a flip, auction house flip. I know that lip potions are amazing. I know that the recipe then must be valuable. I saw them being listed, like 3 of them for 1 gold. I bought all 3, and you can see here I sold this one for basically a 15 gold profit. Over here I sold this one for just a 4 gold profit because the price eventually settles down to like where it should be, but buy and sell there. This one I actually this Wrangler's Cloak of the Eagle, I think I may have bought this. Twink items though, made some really great profit. I have to admit I almost quit WoW because I had basically bracers that were like +3 agility, +3 stamina, required level 19. I wasn't thinking, I just listed it without appraising it, and it was instantly bought out by some like bot, and then immediately listed for like 500 gold. And I was like, oh my god, I just literally threw away 500 gold because it was a perfect twink item. So these greens that are like requires level 19, +3 agility, +3 stamina, right? It's perfect for a twink rogue. Easy to like not know that is super valuable for twinking. So this one I think I either found or I bought and resold because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sure other people are making that mistake. So keep an eye out for twink items like greens that are, you know, level 19 or lower. Now, I also want to talk about this item, which was super valuable. Just a random drop, but it's got +10 shadow spell damage. That's a lot of plus shadow spell damage for a wand. Like, typically, you got to go run Skolo, try to get, like, the blue wand, like Skull's wand or whatever, that has some plus shadow spell damage. Like, wands that have plus shadow spell damage is huge for both warlocks, but also, like, shadow priests and, like, if a priest is trying to gear up for the Burning Crusade to go shadow, like they'll need something like this to get that plus shadow spell damage. But usually like warlocks are really going to want this stuff. Essence of Air, you know, just literally I killed like 1 elemental, netted 14 gold. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like just leveling, you find like some crazy stuff. Snickerfang Jowl. So in the Blastedlands over in, you know, south of Swamp of Sorrows, Stonard, there's like those 3 or 4 quests where you basically just kill every living thing in Blastedlands. Those reagents sell for a ton. Now you're probably going to either get ganked or out-farmed by max level characters while trying to farm these, but if you get lucky and they don't kill you, or you're able to get some kills, these sell really well. Like, look at this, 20 gold, and I think I sold, I don't know how many I sold, but they're selling, it looks like about 2 gold per jowl. And this, I had so many of them, so I had like 10, I guess. Really easy money. Schematic, I just found this. Okay, this is a big one, and this kind of relates to my other video, but like when you visit like a vendor who sell like an alchemy vendor or general goods or tailoring supplies, if you go to the last page of what they're offering, there's typically a limited supply of some really amazing patterns, recipes, schematics, etc., or even just supplies, which you should just buy all of it. Anything that's in limited supply, just buy it, because if you throw that on the auction house, you can make a profit for sure. So in this example, this pattern rune cloth bag, this is in winter spring. I think by like the tailoring supplies vendor. Anytime I'm there, I just go and buy it. I mean, this is like, I think I bought it for like some silver, and boom, I sold it for 12 gold. So easy money, just go buy it, throw it up on the auction house. Same thing with the gloves, like these rune cloth gloves, 7 gold. I sold another rune cloth bag. Really, really easy money. Now, another big one is skinning. I made sure to get like skinning and to make sure that it was like leveling up with me as I go. I wanted to make sure I never fell behind on it, which honestly is not that hard to fall behind. I think the hardest time to fall behind is like maybe you're level 10 and you just picked up skinning, and you need to make sure not to move to a new zone like without quickly getting that up to speed. Because basically throughout your entire leveling experience, it's just easily integrates into your grinding. Like you're killing beasts in Shimmering Flats, in the Barrens, in Ashen Vale, like everywhere, Faralos, Stranglethorn Vale. And this sold for a ton. Like look at these heavy Scorpid scales, like 10 gold for a stack of 20. It's amazing. And then not to mention, like, look, rugged hides. Look at this, is like 5 gold each. Someone came up to me and was like, hey, I'll buy all your rugged hides off you for 7 gold. I immediately gave him all of them. I made like 30 gold on the spot. Rugged leather selling great. Basically just tons of leather that you get. It's quite valuable. Anyways, this is all kind of recent because I just dinged 60, but of course, Winterfall Firewater just by killing and doing quests. Larval Acid. So there's a quest in EPL where you help Tyrion Forgeling kill some of those plagued like worms. Basically they drop larval acid. This is 10 gold a pop. I got like 4 of them, only 2 sold so far. Again, limited invulnerability potion. Pretty sure the vendor for this is actually an Orgrimmar if you are Horde. Anyways, bought this. You can sell it, resell it. Now I want to talk about something that's actually really very interesting, very easy to get, and it's fast, easy money. This is a value bomb right here. It's the flash bomb. Now this, I have to be honest with you guys, I stumbled upon it by accident, okay? So I'm questing in Badlands, and there's this quest to basically go pearl diving. It's kind of a long chain, but once you get to this, it's an elite quest, but really you should be able to solo it once the mobs are green to you. I did it at least as a priest. You go gather some pearls off Stranglethorn Vale's coast, the like Vile coast, right? West coast. Northwest. And anyways, at the end of this quest chain, once you are turning in the blue pearls, if you are an engineer, now I was an engineer literally just for no reason because I knew I was going to do it eventually, but I picked up the profession anyways. My skill was 1 in engineering. I did literally nothing. I turned this quest in, and then I saw he had a follow-up quest, so I looked at it and said schematic flash bomb, where he's like, oh, I see you're an engineer. Here's the schematic for the flash bomb. So I basically was like, okay, sure, why not? And I got the schematic, and I went to go appraise it on the auction house using this add-on, and I saw that it was worth like 300 gold. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just easy money, man. Like so much gold. So I basically listed it for 300. No one bought it, but I eventually sold it for about 200 gold. I got it for 191 gold. So, I mean, this was so easy money, like crazy. Who knows? Maybe it is worth like 300 plus. I mean, the flash bombs have practical applications like in ZG, or if you want to use it in PvP against like druids or hunter pets, like it's an awesome thing, the flash bomb. So that was a super easy win. Highly recommend you all do this. It takes not that long, especially if you're max level and you don't have like a profession slot, or you are an engineer and you haven't done this. I would go do that. The money is super easy. Not to mention, like, there's some other schematics here. Obviously, I thought the goblin jumper cables would have sold for more. The traveling vendor in Hillsbred Foothills sells these. I always make sure to buy it. Yes, it's profitable, but way less than I thought it would be. But yeah, that's another good one. So all in all, this is basically like some of the amazing ways that I have made gold in phase 6. Ungrow soil sold really well. This is just I got lucky though too, guys. I don't want to like say like anyone can do some of this stuff. Like right here, this was pure luck. Obsidian Greaves I sold. This was just a BOE blue that dropped. By the way, I also had another BOE blue drop, but it was probably too long ago that it's not listed here. Like I had a multiple BOE blues drop, but this is the first time I got my epic mount without an epic BOE drop. Like for example, every time I got it in the past, it was because I got like Kroll Blade to drop and I sold that or something like that. Anyways, guys, just remember, if you find any items that are of white quality, meaning like it's not gray, which means just vendor it, definitely mail it over to a bank alt and list on the auction house. You'll be surprised by how much it could be worth. Here's another one. Okay, so this one didn't sold very much, but the FAP potion, the free action potion, this I just bought off a vendor and then sold it. This was, again, super easy money. Not that much though. But you can see here, guys, like, just random greens. Like I could have vendored it, but I listed it for just like a gold and someone bought it. So basically, these are some of my big wins I listed out earlier. Sandworm meat I know is actually really valuable too. But leather, just like crazy. These surprised me with how valuable they were. The Incendosaur scales. Those were from a quest in, I forget the name of the zone. It's the one right north of Blackrock Mountain. I think it's like called the Searing Gorge or something like that. Anyways, guys, this is basically just insane. And the thing that I love most about phase 6, to wrap this up, is that even though all of the prices on like items and stuff in the auction house is inflated, all of the vendor costs are the same. So things that I mean when I say vendor costs, like your skills are always going to cost the same. Your epic mount is going to always cost the same, and your regular mount. And basically certain things that you purchase from vendors, those will never be inflated too. So now is really the easiest time, in my opinion, to go purchase those things. Go level a character, throw everything on the auction house, and then you can easily learn like all your skills while you level. Get your mount at 40, get your mount at 60. Super easy. It's a great time to play some World of Warcraft. So with that, guys, that's everything in this video. I hope you guys learned something, and you can go make some gold to transfer that over to the Burning Crusade. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.